Ready?
Yep. Good.
Good morning. My name is Tim Matthew. I'm with Lincoln Financial Advisors, and I'm here today to talk to you about your 403B plan with the company. How many of you are currently enrolled in the 403B plan? Okay. So we're looking at maybe just 1, 2 people that aren't. Since this is being recorded, I'm still going to go through the 403B plan. At the end of the presentation, if anybody would like to ask me any type of questions about what's going on in the market right now, I'll be happy to try to answer those to the best of my ability. A 403B plan is a retirement plan that's offered through your employer. Since it is a retirement plan, it is something that you would take, if you elect to do so, have money deducted on a pre-tax basis and put into a retirement plan for you. When you do retire, then at that time you would contact Lincoln and we would start sending you your checks based on the investment earnings and losses of your account, and that'll be something that you would live on in addition to your Social Security. Sometimes I hear my clients tell me, well, Tim, I'm never going to retire. Well, I can understand that, but I guarantee you, you will retire one way or the other. Either you'll retire standing up or you'll retire laying down. If you retire laying down, then this money would end up going to a beneficiary that you designate. Rollovers, if you came from another company and you have a retirement plan with the previous employer, if you want to, you can bring that money into the ARC plan. Just contact me and I'll help you out with that paperwork. Separation from service. If something happens, you leave ARC and you go to a different employer. You give me a call and we pick up your money from here and we just transfer it over to the next employer. So this is money that will follow you around for the rest of your life. Now next, this is something that is very important, and I would encourage everybody, if you're not enrolled, to enroll. After you've been here for 1 year and you are at least 21 years of age and you do elect to enroll in the 403B plan, the company will give you a company match dollar for dollar up to the first 5% of your pay. So sometimes my clients ask me, hey Tim, what do I need to do to get the most from the employer? Try to put in 5% of your pay. If you can afford to put in more, that's great. If you can't, that's fine too, but just know that that 5% is a number that you at least need to shoot for. When you do retire, I can guarantee you, you will never have too much money to retire on. I've never heard that from any of my clients. Hey Tim, I've got too much money, take it back. It doesn't work that way. Whatever you save now is going to benefit you in the future. Investments, this is what scares a lot of people, and this is what kind of prevents people from getting started. They don't know where to put their money at. Inside of the plan, you have many different investment options. They're going to range from guaranteed account all the way up to aggressive accounts and everything in between. What I like to tell my clients is, even though I'm not allowed to tell you where to put your money, there are different types of asset allocation models in there. What's an asset allocation model? Just like you've heard before, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You drop the basket, they all bust. That's essentially asset allocation. You put a little bit here, you put a little bit there, you put a little bit someplace else. If you were to get into an investment that you don't like, you do not have to stay there. It's just as simple as a phone call and you say, hey Lincoln, I got into the guaranteed account. I don't want into the guaranteed account. I want to go into the corporate government bond account. That's something very easy. They'll place a trade for you right over the phone. It's no cost for you. If somebody would like to talk about investments, obviously I am available, but please remember, I cannot tell you exactly where to put your money. I'm precluded by law. The best thing to do is to take a risk tolerance questionnaire. It asks you a series of questions about what you would do in certain situations, and then you would end up getting a score, and that would correspond to an asset allocation model. Am I going too fast or too slow? Okay. On the enrollment form, for the people up in Erie, when you get your kit and you open it up, there's a form in there, and half of it hit the floor. But this is how you get started in your 403B plan. The first part is name, address, telephone number, social security number, married, female or male, date of birth, and email address. Section 2 has already been completed for you. Section 3 is your suitability. This is where you would tell me what type of an investor you are, or what type of investor you think you are. You could be a conservative, an aggressive, or a moderate, preservation of capital, things like that. Section 4 is where you tell me to put your money. Now again, if you get into something that you don't like, you don't have to stay there. On the next page, Section 5, this is where you'll check yes for telephone authorization. The only thing this is saying is when you call up to Lincoln and you want to place trades, that they will accept that over the phone as opposed to you writing a letter and sending it up to them. Section 6 is where you'll tell me who your primary beneficiary is going to be if something were to happen to you. And you can also list contingent beneficiaries. Typically, your primary beneficiary is going to be your spouse, and your contingent is going to be children, but it's not always the case. Section 7, this is where you'll tell us how much money to deduct out of your paycheck. This can be changed as well. On the very next page, Section 10, you'll skip Section 9. Section 10 is where you just sign your name and submit it to your employer. Any kind of questions on how to complete the enrollment form? Now, for you, those of you in here, any kind of questions regarding the general state of the market? Anything at all?
Where'd you get your tie?
Paul Frederick. Paul Frederick. Very nice, thank you. Thanks a lot. Anything else?
I need one of those forms.
Got it.
Fill out.
Okay, thank you all very much.